Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Jae Encarnacion, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we're excited to have Bob Reish, the founder of Caveat Institute. Bob brings a fascinating mix of experience from over 20 years in ministry to mastering sales training with over 12,000 hours, and now as an executive coach who's transformed the lives of more than 7,000 professionals, particularly insurance and financial services. He's here to share how Caveat Institute is revolutionizing business coaching by helping leaders achieve sustainable success and significance. We'll explore his founding story, how his business empowers clients to improve productivity and work-life balance, and his vision for scaling this transformative venture. So let's dive in. Bob, welcome to Founders Future.
Well, thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. I appreciate you coming on with us today. I can't wait to hear, everything that you've been able to do so far. I know you've been in the game for quite some time. So with that, let's start at the top for our listeners.
Okay.
Take us back to the beginning, right? What specific problem in the business coaching or leadership development landscape, perhaps around mindset struggles or sales inefficiencies, really inspired you to start Caveat Institute?
Really, it really started back in high school, I like to say. And this is what I love to talk about is it started with my wrestling coach. And really my wrestling coach, my basketball coach. My basketball coach came up to me and said, "Bob, I think you'd make a better wrestler." And even though that I thought he was really trying to help me, he was really trying to get me out of his hair. So I went to wrestle, and I wasn't much better than that, but at least he didn't tell me to go play basketball.
Yeah.
And then I went to DeVry. Why? I have no idea. Went and got an electronics degree. I thought the name sounded cool. So here I go, become an electronics technician. And what happens? My supervisor comes up to me and says, "Bob, I think you'd be better in the classroom." Why? Because I was breaking everything. And if you know me, my hands, I don't work very well with my hands, but the Lord has given me a big mouth. And when I went into the classroom, that's where I shined. That's where my passion began. And I've been able to take that everywhere I go, into ministries, into insurance industries, into different industries. And where do I end up? The classroom. Not because it is a way to get rid of me, because that's where I shine. And through the years, through corporate, through different ministries, through my own businesses, I've learned that I've been able to help people understand who they are, and not just understand who they are, but how they think. And what we do at Caveat Institute and how Caveat Institute was born was we help people think different in areas of sales, in areas of money, in areas of business. And when people are able to think different, they're able to take their successes, their talents to whole new heights.
Love it. I love that. So Bob, walk us through here a bit about how Caveat Institute's offer has evolved. Again, you've been around for some time now. So what, from what you provide, like that one-on-one coaching, group workshops, the mindset focus programs, and who you serve, how has that changed since you first started?
It's evolved over, Caveat Institute was really born in 2015 when I launched my own practice. And really why I launched my own practice, because I realized I can do this on my own, and I was much more effective than being controlled in corporate. And although that Caveat Institute really didn't come to the surface in 2020, it was really at a crucial time because that's when COVID started. And where most businesses really caved, we actually thrived. And one of the things we're able to do during COVID and how Caveat really thrived and evolved during COVID was we were able to offer something a little bit different. So many people bought into different narratives. So many people bought into the narratives of the status quo. And that's one of the areas that we strive in is we don't follow the status quo. We fly like eagles. And you'll hear us talk a lot about eagle versus turkey mentality, where eagles, we fly alone. We fly higher than anyone else. There's very few people up here, but the people up here are the people that we need to serve versus those in the status quo. So although that we've always kind of gone into that direction, really since 2020, we've really evolved really into becoming somebody different. And that's why so many businesses thrive during COVID, because we taught them to not focus on the narratives of the status quo, but focus on making your own journey at a height that very few people are willing to go.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. So talk to me a bit here about a misconception
Okay.
So what's a misconception that people often have about the business coaching industry, especially around its value to busy
Mhm.
professionals or its scalability as a business? Something there that you'd like to address.
People believe that coaching is a side gig. Coaching is something that's easy, or they believe, oh, I've been in business. I'll go into coaching to make a few dollars on the side. Coaching is a passion. Coaching is a call. And what I tell people all the time is coaching is not necessarily telling people what to do or showing people what to do. It's more of asking people the right questions, because what most coaches don't understand is coaching is not about them. It's not about their business. It's not about their success. It's about the significance of someone else. And in my new book that's going to be coming out this year called A Journey Through Leadership, we talk about how to go from success, building what's mine, building me, allowing me to be visible. It goes into becoming significant, which significant leaders, their success is based on the success of other people. And once your significance is based on the success of other people, it's about them and not about you. Yes, do we need to make money? Yes. Do we want to become more successful? Yes. But it's really about putting your energy into someone else. And when you help someone else get where they need to go, they will help you get where you need to go. And it becomes less about you and more about them. And that's what great coaches understand is, yes, there is teaching and mentoring, but it's really it's about how to balance the teaching, mentoring, and the coaching aspect, and understanding that coaching is a call. It is something that you're passionate about, not just something you do to make money on the side at the expense of someone else.
Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's incredible. So let's get into the nuts and bolts here.
Okay.
Walk us through a bit of how Caveat Institute is generating revenue today, right? What's the core offer? Again, I know we touched a bit with the one-on-one coaching, the group workshops, but what's it really structured like for your clients right now?
We don't focus on elevator statements.
Mhm.
We focus on a powerful marketing message. We don't have a sales process. We have a sales formula. And one of the things that I teach in my sales classes, the first statement you'll hear me make is this: if you're here to make money, if you're here to sell a product, if you're here to make yourself successful, you're in the wrong place. The
Mm.
sales is not about you, it's about them. And the way we teach our sales formula, and we teach the way we do things a little bit different as the caveat way, it's sales is not about selling a product and making money. Sales is about helping someone else understand that you are there to understand them, help them understand their need, and remove their need. Then your products and your services become more of an idea that actually supports the value that you offer them. And it's your value that actually helps them take care of their need. And what I teach is the less you care about money, the less you care about selling, the more you'll sell, the more you make money. And it's not just hearsay, it's not just words. It is a thread that goes through your fiber. And if that doesn't become the thread of your fiber, it all fails, because people will see through you if you're not honest, if you don't have integrity, and you're not transparent. It's about, again, it's about not just about trying to do something for yourself, but it's truly helping someone else become better than you.
Love it. I love that. So talk to us a bit about your acquisition process here, Bob. So what is working best for you? Is it, now that you've been around for some time, is it more referral based, word of mouth? Are you guys utilizing ads, LinkedIn, Meta? What does that look like overall?
We teach a process called network excellence. It is a referral based process. It's very unique. I have many businesses. We have the Office Toolbox, which is our retail outlet, which helps people with their day-to-day needs. Caveat Institute, we help people build their businesses through coaching and consulting. We have Caveat Ministries, which helps churches balance their ministry and their business. We have Caveat Notary, which we're able to train other notaries and help other notaries become notaries to serve and not just to try to get business. And really what makes us different is this. It's really not about acquisitioning clients. It's about going out there and serving others. And when people see that you're out there to serve them, they will want you to become part of their journey. And we have what's called a process of who is your perfect prospect and who is your non-perfect prospect. And when we bring people through that filter, it's not about us trying to get business, but it's them wanting to work with us as much as we're wanting to work with them. And it really comes down to people that see our value, people that see a need that they think we can help them with. But most of all, it's people that are willing to invest in themselves. And when people understand that and we understand that, we're able to help people get where they need to be, not sell them our products, not sell them our services. We have sales processes, we have classes, we have seminars, one-on-one coaching, group coaching. It's not about that. It's about them understanding that nobody will understand them better than we will. Nobody will have a passion more than we will about their success. We will give them the hope when all they see is the light at the end of the tunnel and they believe it's an oncoming train. We will hope and believe it's not. But most of all, it's about accountability and being that trusted advisor. And what we have discovered is whether a person is brand new and knows everything, or they're the multi-billionaire that's learned that they know nothing. The one thing that entrepreneurs and business leaders want is somebody that understands them and somebody that listens to them. And that's what we really bring to the table, and that's what makes us very unique.
I love it. I mean, Bob, your energy is infectious. I can
Thank
see
you.
why you have so much success and why you're excelling in this field, in this space. So I want to know more about that sales formula that you brought up, right? It's not a sales process. It really is more of a sales formula. So walk us through what it looks like from initial contact with you guys to signing a deal. Is this something that you're handling on your own? Do you have a sales team? Do you have a team around you? What does that process look like?
We do have a sales team, but I also sell. Why? Because I practice what I preach. And although that I won't, give away all of the nuts and bolts of the formula here, because it's really a mindset. I could give you the nuts and bolts, but until you really understand the mindset and you understand the whys behind it, it's really important. Where we start off with a powerful marketing message. It's not an elevator statement. It's about getting the person to understand not only your why, but they understand that you're not here to sell, but you're here to ask them questions to really understand who they are. And that's why we tell people the very first question I ask people is, I want to sit down and have the conversation so that I can ask you 4 questions that will let me know, but more importantly, let you know, does it even make sense to work together? Then we ask the right questions. We ask discovery questions, not closing questions. We have some principles that we bring in that is not in your traditional sales process. Then what we want to do is understand their needs, but more importantly, let them understand their needs through our very unique questioning process. Then we understand, is there value? Do we both understand the value? And then we take it from there, which is why a lot of clients tell me that I've had several clients that have gone through the system. They'll say, does anybody object? I said, of course they do. We haven't seen that yet. See, it's not about them objecting. It's about them having a different perspective, different perspective. Why? Because it's not about somebody objecting. It's about them asking you questions and you answering the questions without being threatened. And it's a whole different mindset. And that process is what we teach on a daily basis, where it is not uncommon that clients will have a 93 to a 95% closing rate. Not because we're looking for clients, because we're able to pick and select the right clients.
Love that. I love that. So, I mean, it sounds like everything is clicking on all cylinders for you,
Right.
Caveat, Bob. What would you point to being the biggest bottleneck to growth right now? Would it be lead gen, converting those inquiries into coaching clients, delivering programs with your current team capacity? Is there anything that you can point to there?
People thinking they could do things themselves, people unwilling to invest in themselves. And one of the things I always tell people when they ask me, what's the first thing I need to do when I start a business? Do I get a mailbox? We can sell them that. Do I get them business cards? We can sell them that. Do we put them through a seminar that has the 1, 2, 3 points of how to make millions of dollars? We see them all the time on LinkedIn. Within 30 days, we'll teach you how to make $1 million a month. We can take you up to 7 figures. We all see those myths that we see online. The difference is are you willing to invest in yourself, not only with money, but energy and also time? And I tell people, find a coach. Find a coach that resonates with you, whether it's me or someone else. It's so important to find a coach. And if you get on my link tree called caveatcoach.com, you'll see all of my links. And one of my gifts that I love to give everybody is one of my links on there is what to look for in a business coach. When you are looking for a business coach, you need to make sure that they're the right business coach for you, but also are they qualified in 7 different areas? And that's what we want to make sure is I don't want somebody to come with me because they're looking to have a guarantee or they see something that I may not be. They need to go with somebody that not only they believe in, but that the person also believes in them. And that's why I said everybody to Caveat Coach. You can see all my videos, all my books, all my links, everything that I'm doing, but that is the one thing that I always send people do, because I went and invested in a coach. How is it that I expect someone else to invest if I'm unwilling to invest? And that's one of the things that we see in so many coaches today. If They don't have a coach. They've never invested. How in the world can I expect someone to sacrifice to start their business if I'm unwilling to make those same sacrifices in my own life? Why? Because as a coach, I need to practice what I preach, and I am a small business owner just like they are. I go through the same issues. I teach what I use. We use our own system. Our own system works. That's how we're able to say we know they work. Here's the guarantee. I don't guarantee anything because I can't guarantee your effort. You
Right.
make those guarantees. So if you want the guarantee, we allow you to create your own guarantee.
Love it. I love that. So let's talk about the vision a
Okay.
little bit here, Bob. What are you focusing on most? What are your top priorities for growing Caveat over the next 6 to 12 months?
Legacy.
Mm,
In our book, Journey Through Leadership, we start with success. It's about me. Significance, it's about you. Legacy, it's about the next generation. My legacy starts with my children. My children are becoming business owners and entrepreneurs in their own rights by watching what I do. And yes, I can invest in them, but my job is to help them become better in their generations long after I'm gone. The measurement of a leader is not what happens when you're here. It's not the great things that you do. It's not how great of a teacher or a coach or a business owner you are. The measurement of great leadership is what happens when you're no longer here. And that is really what we're looking for. That's our vision, is that the caveat principles and our leadership will be instilled in other leaders to take what we are passionate about to generations long after we're gone. That's our vision.
absolutely. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's get a little hypothetical here, Bob.
Okay?
If we had a genie, snapped our fingers, and you now have unlimited resources, what are you implementing into Caveat immediately?
Priority management.
Mm,
I always say this is if there's one of our processes that I teach, if there's one thing that you take, if you never see me again, what is it? It's priority management. That's the one thing that so many people miss. One of the myths is there's time management out there. Time management is impossible. We can't measure, we cannot control a constant. Time
right.
is 24 hours a day, 86,400 seconds a day. You can control the priorities between a sunset and a sunrise and a sunset, but you cannot control the time in between. And once we understand how to remove busy and become truly productive, that's where you have true freedom. And this is what we tell every business. We offer three things. We help you remove busy and become productive. We help you increase your margins, but most of all, we balance professional and business life. When you look at all three of them, it will all come down to how are you managing your priorities within the time that you have. We are able to help people become twice as productive in 24 hours because the process works. And it's amazing what happens when you're no longer busy and you're productive each and every day. Your life will change. I am the example.
So, what do you see here, Bob, as the evolution of the business coaching industry as a whole, right? And with that evolution, how are you positioning Caveat to really stay ahead of it?
I'm not blind to AI. AI is revolution everything. And I will also say, even in the creative industry, such as coaching or graphic design, and there's many creative industries, even when we get into the acting and some of the creative stage industries, AI is changing the industry. And AI will take over a lot of the things that most people do. And one of the negatives is the experience that people have. People with no experience will be able to emulate that without any type of experience, and that's the point behind it. One of the things AI will never ever be able to replace is the human element. It will not replace that one person that understands you and cares about you, that can sit and look at you and understand who you are and listen to who you are. It can do some amazing things. And yes, AI is amazing and it transforms businesses like we've never seen before, even more than World Wide Web and some of the other things that we have out. But one of the things that we want to we want to say, use AI very strategically, and we do teach people how to use it very strategically. However, you want to also understand that one of the things that AI cannot replace is you. And that's one of the things that we will always bring to the table, is that understanding and that listening at a level that nobody can ever match, including AI.
So, I mean, piggybacking right off that, is there a tool or a resource that you can point to, Bob, that you're utilizing within Caveat that's just been a game changer for you?
our systems and processes. Everything that we do, that we teach, is very, very powerful. But we also have resources out there that are available to everybody. Get on caveat.coach. You will find our podcast. Here's the caveat.com. If you type in www.here'sthecaveat.com, you will find over 300 powerful podcast that goes back over 7 years. Every Tuesday, we drop a new podcast. We're going to drop a new podcast episode tomorrow. There is leadership, sales, wisdom, principles, and you get the raw me. We don't edit. We don't change anything. We record it and send it out. So you get me each and every week. My LinkedIn, we have over almost 32,000 followers. Follow me on LinkedIn. Click on LinkedIn, follow me. We have content that comes out at least once a day of our principles. We have articles that drop on Thursdays. We have a lot of articles out there. Between our articles on LinkedIn, between our podcast, between the content that I put out each and every day, we have a lot of data out there, a lot of content out there that will help you through each and every day. On top of that, you could reach out to us and we will have that conversation to make sure that not only you understand your needs, and we understand your needs. And if you're right for Caveat Institute, we would love to help you become not only successful, not only more significant, but also leave your legacy as well.
I love that. And then just to round us out here before we close out, what is a piece of advice, Bob, that you could give to our founders and entrepreneurs that are listening in right now to this podcast? What's something that you can offer them before we wrap up?
I've already said it, get a coach. Find a coach that you invest in. Don't look for a friend. Don't look for somebody that can help you. Don't look for that mentor that I've already had for years. Invest in a coach that's right for you. Get on caveatcoach.com and download the PDF, What to Look For in a Business Coach. And those elements that you see in there will help you not only ask them the right questions, but will also know, are they qualified for you? Find a coach that you're passionate about working with, but even more important, are they passionate about working with you? It's one of the most important investments that you will ever have, because a coach is not somebody that necessarily knows more than you, but they're able to ask the right questions. They're able to hear you, and they're that resource that will allow you to be the quarterback, and they will see things that you'll never see coming around the corner. That's what we get to do as a coach each and every day. I get to do that every single week. That is my passion. That's what I love. And when and one of the things I tell my clients all the time is it's an honor to be your coach. Why? Because I don't take this for granted. I don't sit back and I have the answers. You need to listen. My job is to help you become better than me, which is the pinnacle of great leadership.
Absolutely incredible. Well, with that right there, that does wrap up another inspiring episode here of Founders Future. Bob, I just want to thank you again. I mean, an incredible journey so far and sharing your insights with us. I know it's clear as day that you're going to continue to do incredible things with how passionate you are and the energy that you bring. I'm definitely going to continue to follow your journey. I'm so grateful that we were able to have you on today. And to our listeners, yeah, absolutely. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Founders Future wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. You can also find more resources and insights at closers.io, where we're dedicated to helping businesses accelerate their growth through trained appointment setters and world-class marketing systems. Until then, keep climbing, and we'll see you on the next one.